Hi chess fans, this is Douglas. I'm here on Lead Chess, about to do game 3 of the 2018 Chess World Championships between Magnus Carlsen and Fabiano Caruana. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you like this video. Like, subscribe. If not, that's cool. And let's get to the video. So, today we have Magnus is black and Caruana is white, as you can see here. And yeah, whew, let's do it. Game 3, it's tied 1-all. First two games were draws, so let's see how this one turns out. All right, so first we've got e4. e4, respond, c5, c5. Then we've got the knight out, Sicilian defense, old Sicilian with the bishop. And I want to say this is similar to game 1. I've heard, again, they're moving pretty fast, 141, hour and 41 minutes. The first couple of moves, again, once they get to move 40, it goes to an additional 40 minutes, I think. All right, and I'll have that in the description. Then we've got fianchettoing again, and then bishop takes, and then pawn recaptures. This is usually from the outside, but I think this is the same until move 6. So we've got all the same positions, and then castles, and then I think it's with the queen there that it's a little bit different in this variation. So 142 to 140. Again, I'm just going to be, showing a couple of an analysis, but mostly just straight through the game so that you can see what the players did and how fast they moved and so on. Just a little bit of an analysis. And then pawns up. And think time. Still going pretty fast. I'd say that's the first one. A 7-minute that he was waiting, thinking about that, Magnus. But other than that, not much. Then, again, we've got the pawn tension here. It's going to take, or what? Castles first, then bringing the knight over, bishop up, getting ready maybe to exchange, but he's ready to capture back. Pushing the bishop, now he takes, take with the knight, not the queen, take the pawn, trading, and then what is he going to do? Take. Taken with the rook, 2 on the rook. Are we having the rook exchange? Not yet. Bring the queen over. So we're at 57 minutes for Caruana, and Magnus has 120. Just bring in the knight over for protection. And then as you see here too on the side with the notes that there has been no inaccuracies or mistakes. Okay, I think that, that's one of the themes of this chess tournament so far between the two is that they're top level moves. Bring the rook over, bishop up, dark squared bishop, and then the pawn. Now Fabiano decides to exchange the rooks, and then it looks like you might want to exchange them again. Magnus goes in for it. Take with the bishop. And the queen is on the bishop. Obviously, it's a double threat here. And where's the bishop going? Move it, obviously. Or is he moving his queen? We have the bishop move. Queen up. Looks like there's potentially going to be a queen exchange coming. Who is that? That's Caruana offers the queen exchange. Now we're at 30 minutes and 40 minutes. We're at move 23. And Magnus goes in for it. And now, I think this is when middle game to end game. Now, Caruana's trying to get his king into a better position. And same for Magnus. He's getting his king in better position and his knight more in the center because knights on the end are, I forget that saying. If you know it, type it in the comments for me. Jerry from Chess Network says it all the time. And yeah, he's got great analysis too. Bishop up, back. Now they're just jostling for position, taking about, a couple minutes each. And this is where one false step and the game is over if you can get a pawn to the other side. More movement here. I think for the most part, now he's going to probably kick it here. That's the only position that, is a weakness. Yeah. So he kicks the knight, repositioning the knight here. They're both eyeing this square. And now this pawn has nowhere to keep going. It's kind of stuck there. So now we're at 14 minutes. Let's see, how long? 7 minutes for this move from Caruana. And Magnus is at 42 minutes. So it took him 7 minutes to think of that. Magnus has a pretty big time advantage. They're about to hit the 40 move mark. Okay. Again, slow pawn advance. And then what's going to happen? King over, king back, maybe some tricking, and he wants to stay on the light squares because there's a dark square bishop. King over. Now are we going to see an exchange? King just back. This is the first inaccuracy from black. Carlsen is going in. Again, I think this is game 3 that Carlsen says, maybe at the end of it, where he says he's a little bit cold. So if you want to look into that a little bit more. Some people were like, oh, chess, he's cold, but is chess cool or something? I was reading a couple articles about that. Exchange. Putting pressure on the knight. 5 minutes left for Caruana and 27, but they've only got 2 more moves and he's met the time controls. Exchange again. Eyeing this pawn here. Protected by the king now. And that's the thing. It's like, yeah, one inaccuracy. It's like, it's such a slight inaccuracy that everything is covered, like constantly. All right, throughout the game. Now we have an exchange. Move 43, so we've met the time controls. Let me just see, what was his time? What was he down to? Still 5 minutes. And then he went to 54 minutes. And then an hour and 15. Trying every inch, boom, to get something in this world championship. Again, if it is Fabiano Caruana, this would be the first time that it's an American to be the world chess champion since who knows when. That'll be a little trivia. I'll tell you at the end. Maybe I told you in game 1. Who was the last U.S. world champion? It had been dominated by like the Soviets and the Russians. And we've got pawn push over here. So yeah, this is a pass pawn. This is, very dangerous from Carlsen. He's got it protected. Let's see. Putting pressure there to get rid of that knight, but the pawn just recaptures. I think this is considered a pass pawn too because nobody's in front of it, maybe 2. Repositioning, exchanging. Now he takes. Now he's got to run for it, but that can easily be tracked down by the bishop or the king, most likely the bishop. Oh, and then that's it. The game is drawn right there. So game 3 is drawn right here, and move 49. If you want to check this out on Lee Chess under Z Joker, that's where I put the study under. And I'll have all the games here for you to look over, and there's quite a few others that have put this up. So thanks for watching. Game 3 was drawn, so 1.5 points each, and the last world champion for the US was Bobby Fischer. So thanks for tuning in and watching for the entire time. Again, if you want to play chess versus me, I'm always open to play any type of game style. And thanks again for watching till the end. So here's your quote to get motivated and go out there and play like a world champion. Maybe you're the next one. Maybe. Chess doesn't drive people mad. It keeps people sane. Bill Hartston said that. Thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe. Take care. Have a good night, day. Where are we at? Ah! Cha-cha-cha. Ratata.